Evil people live by the power of the demonic. Judas Iscariot, demon-possessed. These are people that they have opened themselves up to evil to such a degree that the way they think is completely corrupted. The way they believe and behave is very dark and dangerous. And if you're dealing with them, they almost start to confuse you because they've done such a masterful job of deceiving themselves that they start to deceive you. And you wonder if you're the crazy or the bad one. Some of you have dealt with an evil person and you didn't know that they were evil until it was that day. You're like, well, I thought we were friends. Oh no. I thought we were business partners. Oh no. I thought we were married. Oh no. Evil people are very covert. You can tell them information, they won't tell you information. You can give them access, they're not going to be honest with you. Okay? I can sense it in the room. How many of you guys right now, somebody comes to mind, you're like, yeah, they were evil, and I didn't know. Evil people are not beyond help, they're beyond your help. Unless God shows up, they are not going to change. This would be like the Apostle Saul. He's murdering people. Jesus literally has to come down from heaven, knock him off his horse, blind him. Literally, Jesus was the only one who could fix Paul. If you're dealing with an evil person, they are intentionally dangerous. It says here that they make plans for evil. A foolish person, when they do something wrong, is it intentional or accidental? Accidental. Foolish people have not learned that cause and effect are related. You drove my car and you ran it out of gas and then you left it and you don't know where you left it. And you're like, sorry, man, I forgot. They didn't mean to. They're just stupid. They didn't wake up in the day and plot to ruin your life. They just accidentally do it. Evil people, it's malicious, it's intentional, and it's not accidental. And oftentimes, these are people that have been through a lot of trauma in their life. They've been through hardship or pain or abuse or loss, and they're broken. They're not well. And as a result of that, they feel like whatever they say or do is justified because of all the pain and suffering they've had. They're very low on empathy, very low on compassion. If you're doing business with somebody who's purely evil, they're going to squeeze you for everything. It's a win-lose. If you're in a relationship with this person, they're going to make it very painful for you. And if you're going to try to do life with this person, they are going to make sure that they're always winning, you're always losing, and that your life is not enjoyable and their life is controlled by you. If you have a relationship with an evil person who works through fear, the condition of that relationship is anxious. Like, if you're around that person, it's anxiety. It's stressful. If you know you're going to bump into that person at work, just all morning, you're just sort of tightened chest, dreading the encounter. If it's Thanksgiving and they're coming over for dinner, you're just not looking forward to it. You're just trying to figure out how to endure it. It's an anxious presence, and it's a stressful relationship. Wisdom is not intelligence. Because let me ask you this. Does our world value wisdom or intelligence? Intelligence. Can you be evil and intelligent? Oh yeah. I mean, the most evil people sometimes are the most intelligent. And so don't just trust people because they're smart. Trust people because they're wise. And to be wise may not mean you have the highest IQ, but you have humility. And so if evil people live by the power of demonic forces, foolish people live by the power of their sinful flesh, wise people live by the power of the Holy Spirit. You can't be wise without the Holy Spirit. You could be smart, you can be intelligent, you can be capable, and you can be gifted, but you can't be wise. Choose your closest relationships based upon their character, not whether or not they're a biological relative. Do you naturally become more wise, or do you naturally become more evil? Which way does it go? Evil. So the longer you endure or tolerate a fool, the higher the propensity that they're going to become evil. How many of you have seen a guy who's evil, but he started out as a fool? But he was a fool for so long that it just kind of got worse and darker. You're like, well, he would drink a lot, and then he became an alcoholic, and then he became a drug addict, and then he became a thief to fund his drug habit. You're like, whoa, that went from foolish, a little bit of over drinking, to evil thievery.